Hello all, it's Karen from Be Creative and happy pre-Black Friday to you. We've got the Black Friday deals early, which I think is fantastic. I'm glad you're joining us all of us vendors for the next 2 days of deals. I'm excited to be here. I am from Be Creative, as I said, and our website is www.shopbecreative.com, and we've got lots of exciting deals available for you. Now, if you're not familiar with our company and what we do conventions all around the country, but obviously not this year. So we do have a website, though. We've always had a website, and this time at home has enabled us to put absolutely everything and more that you would see at a show online. And so what are we known for? We're kind of known for everything. We are known for all kinds of tools, for all kinds of adhesives, for coloring, like alcohol marker coloring, watercolor, you name it. Anything that you're filling in your stamps with. We have lots of stamps and dies. We carry a full range of Spectrum Noir, Gemini, all the Crafters Companion products. We carry a lot of Hero Arts. We've got all your favorite glue brands, including Glue Dots, Tombow, Undo, you name it, 3L, all of those great brands. We've got all of that good stuff. We are known for stickles. We have all the stickles, Nuvo colors, things to put a little bling onto your layout or your project. We've got calligraphy and journaling supplies, and a lot of storage options for markers, for scrapbooking, for just anything in general that you need to get organized and stored efficiently. We've got all that. So if you check out our website, you're going to see all those categories broken down, but beyond that, we've got all your Black Friday deals in a separate category right at the top of the menu on our website. So let's get into some of the goodies you can expect to see when you peruse our site. Adhesive bundles for Black Friday. If you're a fan of the Easy Runner Grand, and who isn't a fan of that, we've got a fantastic bundle to stock up on all your refills. That's going to include the repositionable dots, permanent dots, hard to find, the traditional tape, and extra strong, ultra strong transparent. That's one bundle. Designer dries clear. This glue dries completely clear. It's flexible, really great for glitter on shaped flowers, and hard to find. Why is it hard to find? Because we can't ship it if your temperature goes below 40 degrees. So it is time to get that ordered, and we may have to hold it depending on where in the country you are. But when it gets really cold, you're not going to get it. So get it now for Black Friday, and then hold on to it all year long if you are in a cold climate. Adhesive square bundle for black adhesive squares. That's going to be a phenomenal price. And I'm not giving you prices here because I really want you to go check out the website. There's just so many great deals on there, and I want you just to see how awesome it is. We've got this other really good deal for our liquid glues and pens, where you're going to get the Quickie Glue pen, which has that fine tip. You're going to get a chisel tip, great to write and sprinkle with glitter or embossing powder and heat emboss your own writing. We've got the Mono Aqua, which is a clear glue, and the Multi, which either dries permanent or repositionable like a Post-it note. That is one bundle we've got going on. We've also got a really phenomenal Tombow bundle, where you're going to get all of these refills plus a gun. Phenomenal pricing, cheapest. You will see it anywhere, and you will see it all year. We've got Stickles glitter glue on sale, as we do every Black Friday, and we've got every color under the sun. I believe there's at least 40 colors, if not more. And those are going to be the cheapest price. You see them all year from us. So be sure to grab that before the colors you love are gone. We've also got some great must-have pens. That's going to include your black Jelly Roll Glaze and your Jelly Roll Clear Sparkle. This just adds a bit of shimmer to your project. This adds an actual black, sort of like an embossed glazy look. Great for antenna and your wet dog noses. This is great for adding a hint of shimmer to all your card projects where maybe a liquid shimmer is a little too much. We've also got a great deal on the Wink of Stella's in the gold, silver, clear, and the 3-pack of clear. It has that refill with it. In addition to, of course, our Nuvo drops, the very hard to find clear. This guy is just, it's going to dry almost like water droplets, and very hard to find right now, that clear. We've got some phenomenal deals on the Uniball Signo pens, which is the best white gel pen on the market. I've got them upside down. We've got a bundle that's going to include your black, red, gold, silver, and white. Great for Christmas cards and journaling on those dark colors. We've also got the ever popular snow marker to add that hint of snow, popcorn, bathtub bubbles, texture onto any surface. We have some 50% off ink deals for you. So these are normally $10 to $11. They're going to be $5. So you've got this set, this set. This one's phenomenal because you've got the different shades of gray and black along with a white sparkly embossing powder. This is phenomenal for $5. Another great category we have on sale is from Pinkfresh. They have a whole host of slimline dies and other types of dies and stamps. We're getting a whole host of new things they just have released for November and they're all going to be at Black Friday prices. Just some really fun shapes. Makes it so easy to do intricate and unique edges on all of your slimline cards. Just want to take you briefly through a whole bunch of brand new stamps and dies that we've got 50 to 70% off just for Black Friday. These are some things that have never been on our website before, and just a lot of hero arts, a lot of Gemini and Crafter's Companion. There's embossing folders, stamps, dies, box making dies, textured dies, all kinds of fun stuff. I just wanted to give you a little taste here. Some really fun things for every day, for Christmas, some really phenomenal pop-up things like this. We've got things that coordinate with each other. All this good stuff. I mean, I'm just overloading you. I know this, but I just want you to get a flavor to go to that category under Black Friday on our website, and you will be amazed at some of the deals that can definitely be had. More new arrivals are going to include the Tricolor by Spectrum Noir Aqua. These are water-based, not alcohol markers, but with that same concept of getting 3 shades in one pen, it's just really convenient. And you have colors that actually coordinate together. Water-based, juicy brush tip, really easy to work with. You can color individual colors or blend out for a watercolor look. There's a little guide that comes inside about how to blend those complementary colors as well and how it all works to make it super easy for you to color in your stamped images. So let's dive a little deeper into the new Tricolor by Spectrum Noir Aqua, which is, again, those water-based colors. This is not an alcohol marker, it's water-based. And you're getting 3 markers in each set. There's 4 different sets for the full range of colors. Let me get them out of here. And so in each box, you're getting 3 markers, which have 3 shades per marker. So you're getting 9 total colors that coordinate. And what's really great about this is, again, that really cool little flyer in here that talks about primary and secondary colors and how we can mix them to achieve an even larger range of colors. Talking about cool temperatures and warm temperatures and all that good stuff. So looking at each marker, like for example, this guy right here, this is the set, The Great Outdoors. So in this marker, you're getting a teal, aquamarine, and lake blue. Let's take a look at that. So again, 3 distinct markers. They're not going to blend like an alcohol marker. They're definitely meant for watercolor. So you can use them outright as general markers where you're coloring. But do you see how the shades are just a little off to give you that range that you need? So when you're doing kind of a sky or something like that, that would work really well to blend it out if you were going to integrate water. I'll do that in just a second. So here's the purple, the hot pink, heather, hot pink, and purple in one marker, which is really great. So really, really lovely ranges to give you just a whole host of pretty much the entire rainbow in a box, because then again, you can take these colors, mix them, and have an even broader range than the 9 shades as they stand without being blended. So lots of different options there. So here I've got a little thing of water. I've got an acrylic block. That's going to be kind of my poor man's paint palette. You don't need anything fancy. And what I'm going to do if I'm going to watercolor with these Tricolor Aqua markers is I can use my little acrylic block as a paint palette. So let's say I was going to do some kind of a sky effect. I can drop color onto my acrylic block like this. I've got all three of those colors. Let's see here, where's the deeper one? I did teal, like that. A little bit more. There we go. And so then I have just a basic paintbrush. I can get my, whoops, sorry about that, my watercolor paper wet first, because then the color's gonna travel. This is specifically when I'm doing like a sky or a background. Then I can pick up my color and just really wash it on really delicately. And I can do my darker color down here, and then I can get that seamless blend from dark to light really, really easily. Same thing, you know, if I was doing, say, greens, something like that. This is the marker that's got the lime, the sage, and the moss on there. I'll just do the sage and the moss. But same kind of deal. Let me just rinse my brush off a little bit here. I can pick up that color if I don't want to draw with it, and I can just paint with it really easily. Or, you know, I can pull color out as well. I mean, this is just like a watercolor. So if you were coloring a section, and I've got a big swatch of bold color down, really nice juicy brush tip, I can get that wet and pull lighter shades out of it really easily. So it works exactly like a watercolor, just so portable, easy. You've got an entire palette in 3 markers right here. And as I said, this is one set. There's other sets as well. You've got the Essential Neutrals, really nice earth tones in that, you can see. Essential Neutrals, the Floral Meadow, a really nice range of floral colors like that. This one is the Color Basics. This is probably the most versatile pack with lots of basic colors in there. So again, brand new. You're not going to see these in the store. And of course, we've got them under Black Friday bargains at a phenomenal price. So definitely go check that out at shopbecreative.com. One more thing before I shift away from these markers. Color onto rubber is just super easy with them because of that really nice brush tip. So I have a stamp here, a red rubber stamp that I should have cleaned using my stamp chamois, which we also have, but I forgot to clean it. But that's okay, because I used a StazOn previously, permanent, so it's not water-based. But I'm using this water-based to just do colored rubber. So often we stamp in black and fill it in. But in real life, we don't have big outlines around ourselves. Our flowers don't have big black outlines around them, yet that's how we always stamp in color. So I like to do more of a realistic approach. And so I'm taking this moss, and I'm just going to do this really quick to give you a flavor of how easy this is. And it may not be absolutely accurate, because honestly, I should have cleaned this stamp a little more, but you know, I'm a crafter just like you. Sometimes the stuff isn't put back the right way. You know, sometimes I kind of do the shortcuts, and we've all done it, right? But here we go. So I've got just a little bit of that green down. And in fact, I might switch it up and add some sage in. See, that's the beauty of this too. I can get a couple tones. I'm going to add some of that sage, because these are kind of a half step apart in terms of tone, and they complement each other. And then I'm going to take some of these brighter colors. I'm going to do a bright one here, and see how I'm just holding it kind of on the side of the marker. And this makes it so easy for those of you who maybe aren't big alcohol marker people, like you don't really want to shade and spend all that time, but you want those really bright, vibrant stamped effects. And that's why a water-based marker might be more your speed, more your groove, really, because you can just do so much with it without having to blend any color or knowing how to do any of those types of techniques, which is really great. So I'm just taking lots of different color here. And I may be coloring over stuff I already did. You never know. See, when you have a clean stamp, you can see what you're doing. I keep hitting this. So sorry. That'll teach me to wear a baseball hat while I'm crafting. But you know, then the hair's not in the face. Okay. I don't think I did this one, so we'll do one more. Let's get maybe this color here. All right. Okay, so I got kind of all of those now. Obviously, this took a while to color. It's going to be somewhat dry. I need to re-moisten it because it's water-based, so that water will moisten it and get it back onto my paper. So I need to huff on it like I'm fogging a window. This is so bad in times like this where we're not breathing on anybody, but I want you to breathe on your stamp as long as nobody's near you. Okay, you could hear it. And it may not be perfect. I'm kind of sitting down here, but I'll do a lot of pressure and we'll see how I do. I did all right. It was okay. So you can see here, I probably need to press a lot bit harder, but you can see how you can just do that color, the color only onto the stamp. Now you can leave it like this, or you can pull out the color. So I've got, again, my damp paintbrush, not wet, because if it's really wet, it'll blur everything and you'll lose all your detail. So I just want a slightly wet brush to kind of grab some of those colors. See how I'm just kind of hitting it a little bit. And watercolor's not perfect, so don't worry about it being absolutely perfect. I'm just trying to pull color. That's it. So I'm just going to pull some of those colors out like this. Really easy to do. And you get the idea, yeah? So super easy way to watercolor, super easy way to color without having to know how to blend much. And you can get lots of effects. And that was just using 3 different markers from this box to do something like that. I can pull out my greens a little more, get those greens going. Really easy, really fun, a great add-on for your stamping. Also new is the Spectrum Noir glitter markers. These are water-based glitter markers. There's 3 different sets to choose from, and you're going to get that lovely, rich, glittery infused color, but with a really nice fine point to do some detail writing if you want to do that, or coloring in large areas, and really easy to control, not messy at all. As you can see here, just a lot of rich glitter with a nice, really nice fine tip delivery system. If you're an alcohol marker enthusiast or you've just been curious to get into it, we have the new markers from Tombow. These are the ABT Pro alcohol-based markers. They come in sets of 12 or 5, and you'll see all of those on the website at a phenomenal price for Black Friday. What's different about these, I would say, is just really the tips. Really nice, very brushy, fine tips on there, but with wide swatches of color and a really nice chisel to get a lot of good coverage. If you wanted to get into alcohol marker coloring, our always popular Tri-Blend Try Me bundle is available, where you're getting to pick any 2 sets of 6-piece Tri-Blend. You pick the colors. I don't pick them for you. You're going to get the clear colorless blender pen along with a clear sparkly shimmer pen, 3 practice cards with coloring instructions. And you can put together all kinds of really fun looks. Very easy. We do have a phenomenal deal on the Tri-Blend markers in the 24-piece box sets. There's 3 different sets to pick. The bullet nibs, there's essential or deep blends, and there's the new brush nib. The box sets look like this. There's the brush, and here are our 2 traditional sets, traditional nib. Now, what we're going to do with that is we're going to make it complete at a great price. Plus, we're going to add in that colorless blender, and we're going to add in some blender refill ink. Not only can you refill your blender pen with that, you can take off stray alcohol ink that's anywhere. Say you used a clear acrylic block as a palette, you can clean it off with that. And you can add texture and dimension, stippling with a terry cloth washcloth onto your project. With that clear ink, will add texture dimension like denim and fur and those types of effects. Now let's dive a little deeper with alcohol markers and do some comparisons. So as I've mentioned, we have some phenomenal Black Friday deals on the Tri-Blend alcohol markers. If you like a bullet nib, we've got the deep blends or the essential set. These colors don't duplicate in these 2 sets. Let me do this so you can see. So that's that. The nib on this is, here it is, my goodness. The nib on this is going to be a fine bullet nib. Can you see that? A fine bullet nib. And you're getting 3 shades per marker that complement each other, taking you light to dark. Now there is the set that is the brush tip. Brand new brush tip. Some of these colors may duplicate the other set. But it's a completely different delivery system with that tip. And I know a lot of people, when they're doing skin and hair, they like a brush tip. It's just a different feel, and some prefer that. I like this brush tip because it's very juicy, and the color just really flows nicely, yet you still have control because it's a really nice Japanese nib. It's not just a felty disintegrating nib, it's an actual nice quality nib. So that's the Tri-Blend. But then we also have the new ABT Pro from Tombow. This comes in a variety of sets of 12. There's a whole bunch of sets of 12. 6, 8, something like that. And then there's sets of 5 that are more color family specific. So like this set, for example, is a basic palette set. So you're getting all these colors, including your black in there. And it's just a different type of marker. It's a different feel. It's very small in your hand compared to something like a Tri-Blend. You can see the difference in width. And so it's a matter of personal preference, really. So looking at this guy, this also has the brushy nib, which is quite nice. Can you see that? Brushy nib, whoops. And then it's got a chisel-y nib as well. So let's do some side-by-sides on here. This is the Tri-Blend Essential or Deep Blend 24 set. It also comes in sets of 6. So this has the bullety nib like this. So yes, you can get full coverage, as you see I'm doing here. Full coverage or detailed area. So light, medium, dark within one pen. Where's my light? Here he is. So it's a very gradual step like that. But then on this brush tip, it's just going to be a lot juicier. So this one, for example, here's our dark, very juicy, very saturating. Here's our mid-tone, very subtle difference. It just takes all that guesswork out of the blending altogether. And there's the light. Really easy to blend together. Now here's that Tombow ABT Marker Pro, which is brand new for us. So that's a real nice brushy nib too, but you can get some really fine stuff going on in here. And here's that chisel nib, big broad strokes or heck, little strokes too. So you kind of get the best of both. You could treat this like a bullet nib, but it has the wide enough point to be more like a large coverage. So let's say you had ribbon you wanted to tint. Here, I've got a great example here. Here's a piece of ribbon I have. I always buy a lot of generic ribbon in whites and blacks because I know that you can tint it to match your project. So let's say I wanted to have that white tinted to match my lovely, say, peony that I colored in this violet color. I can come along with my marker and just easily hit that on a spare piece of paper. Now it's going to completely match my project, because that's one of the happy byproducts of alcohol markers, is whatever you put it on, it's going to tint it, be it ribbon, gems, buttons, whatnot. So buy generic stuff and then tint it to match your project, which is quite fun. So those are the main differences. Again, it's personal preference. If you want to go Tombow, if you want to go Spectrum Noir, if you want to go brush tip, if you want to go bullet nib. But thought I would give you a little overview. Either way, you can't go wrong with the Black Friday prices we have on our website on these. Thanks for joining me for some Black Friday previews. So many good things. Check out the website, shopbecreative.com. Can't wait to see you online. Drop me a note. We're going to get your order packed lightning fast and out to you right away. And be sure to sign up for our email list on our website. You can also visit us on Facebook or on Instagram for lots of ideas, upcoming classes, and inspiration. Thanks for joining us today.